Hey friends, Robert Imbriali here. What did Lewis say about taking the week off and having a little vacation time and having a little rest? Well, that didn't happen this week. We're back. We have a little video clip that we're going to play for you in just a minute here. And this is Lewis talking to Sheriff MACK. Now, when he was talking to him, neither one of them knew that they were being recorded. And this is Lewis doing what we always talk about doing, is holding their feet to the fire. And it's a really, really nice interaction from, looks like, to do that, and all of us need to do a little bit more of that as we go forward here and let these people know, they took an oath to protect us. They took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and when they're not, well, we need to call them out on it. So this is Lewis doing exactly that. Now, before we play the video, I want you to know the audio isn't great. It was a very noisy environment. The camera was kind of not pointing at the speakers. They did not actually know that they were being recorded. So we did the best we did. I cleaned it up as much as I could. We've got subtitles on it. I know the subtitles are not perfect. There are some places where they don't make any sense. I got that. But I want to play the video for you anyway. And then once the video is done, I'll be back because I've got something else I want to talk to you about. Enjoy.
Where you talk like you're going to do something, and then we make excuses why it's not being done. We have a massive organization, and we're coming right to your door and saying, this isn't going to happen anymore, right? You work with us or for us or get the heck, get out. That's just, there's no other choice anymore. So how are you going to support that? Very good. They've approached me many times. Look, we have? Oh, yeah. Stephen, everybody. Robert David Steele, you name it.
God rest his soul.
Yes. Well, that's another story.
Right. Official.
Right, official.
CIA.
Anyways, I've been approached many times to even a friend of mine, Douglas Frank, is like, why don't you support the CSPOA? And I said, here's why. I said, I see a lot of things around in the CSPOA right now.
No, that's my organization. We're not.
Well,
we're not.
I hear a lot of talk.
We're not political.
No, I'm not about politics.
Well, that's Lindsey Graham.
No, but Lindsey Graham is a blusterer. He says, I'm going to do this, right? And I want to support the CSPOA.
But we have.
Then where's the action? Because I have a list of sheriffs that say they're going to do something, and they don't.
That's not the CSPOA. I'm the CSPOA.
I know you are, and it's some of the CSPOA chairman. You know there's some people in your organization that are talking the talk and not walking the walk.
I can give you sheriff after sheriff who's done it. It's probably stood up against the and so the biggest one they agree on is that. And then we've had sheriff after sheriff after sheriff that have stood against the Bureau of Land Management, the Forest Service, the EPA, the Army Corps of Engineers, which I did, and like Sheriff Brad Rogers in Elkhart County, Indiana. He kicked out the FDA that was going after Amish farmers. And yet another one in Kentucky went to prison for 6 years. An Amish farmer. Let me be clear.
I'm not saying that you don't have some sheriffs doing good work, but how do you
On the election.
How do you hold the feet to the fire of the ones that aren't?
Okay. Well,
because they're gonna give you a bad name, and you know there's some, and I know you know the names. I'm not gonna call them out, but you know internally, you're like, this sheriff's not doing the job that he says he's gonna do.
Yeah, but again, you went back
but
to
he wears the badge.
Every single one of them know they're not I'm not their constituent.
Right.
Okay, and they just tell me, I don't need you coming in my county and telling me what to do. So I try to walk the fine line of just educating. I just work, but I'll tell you another one thing too. People complain a lot, and all three of you are kind of. Okay, we're not funded. You give me the money, and I'll have a national convention with 1,000 sheriffs there, and we'll make it happen in one day. What? A national convention where the sheriffs are together on creating an agenda, what we're going to do when we go home.
How about you work with me, we the people help create the agenda, and you guys do what you should do, and
you know how much
make it happen.
That convention is going to cost $2.5 million.
We don't need any convention.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
We will.
Man, why do you know my job better than me?
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not talking about your job. We're talking about networking. He's talking about networking.
Okay, you're going to network with sheriffs?
You're going to network the sheriffs. We're going to network the people to
But
get you
here's
the
the reality.
support.
No, if you're not going to believe anything I've done already and not support
I
it,
believe you
mean,
do. That's
yeah.
why I'm even talking
Let
to
me
you.
ask you a question. So, let's say your goal is to get to the convention, right? $2.5 million, whatever it is, to get to that convention and get all the sheriffs together. I'm sure you understand that it should be a grassroots movement in order to.
I've been doing that for 20, and I travel, and I just did a 10-day tour in Minnesota, and I get 2 sheriffs here, I get 5 sheriffs here, I get 3 sheriffs here. I want it all done in one big convention.
Well,
Okay?
right, but how are you going to do that? You need the support of we the people.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about.
What we're talking
That's what we're
about
talking
is
about.
creating a grassroots movement where we can work together. Now, here's the difference, though. This group of
Yes.
the people, we're mad, right? And we will hold people accountable.
We're mad
Here's
and
the
we're
good news.
hurt.
Show me your shirt real quick. On the back, it's not all about holding sheriffs accountable. It's about right, and that's what we the people.
And I've also said that we the people in the county are vital to make this happen. I've never said, oh, the CSPA will get all the sheriffs.
say it.
No, but if we don't have you, it's not going to happen. And I've said that.
That's what I meant. It wasn't putting you down. It was identifying. We want to get the people behind you.
I think the goal of the convention is a good goal to get there, and that's what I'm talking about. We're about action. So I'm willing to work with you. We can sit down privately, by the way.
Yes.
This is not about exposing or anything.
No.
I don't believe in that. We can sit down privately, and you and I can have a discussion, and we can put together teams, if you like, on how to get we the people to support this and
Yeah.
drive towards your goal. But it has to be a map. And
But you see,
know it has to be.
another thing with the sheriffs, it's very unique.
Give me one card gesture.
Okay, and it's very unique, and the reason it's very unique is because you don't have to wait for another election.
Right now, we know.
You don't have to wait for anything.
The reason
They
why
can
it
do it
says
right
sheriff
now.
on the back of the shirt
can do it right now.
is we know the sheriff
We know the elections
Do you get
are
pins
rigged.
on at your convention? Do you get pins on?
Really? Oh, hell no.
So we're saying we were trying to give the
You're not gonna
resources
get
for people to come together.
If we can get a
We
thousand
cannot.
sheriffs,
That's why we're approaching him. We need the sheriff to take effect. But I mean, we want to activate the people so that we can even, we'll create our own jail cell.
The sheriff
Arrest
is
these
the
people.
employee, he's elected employee of we the
It
people.
would take
That's right.
one
That's what I say.
ordinary for people to use
No,
this
we've already
model.
had that.
If you had sheriffs get arrest on,
But like, Will
Thank you.
I'm at Lewis at an event.
also San Juan County, California, arrested a city council
I'm
member.
very aware with the San Juan case, but
But yeah, the only people that have done anything on it are sheriffs.
right.
But there was only about seven. And we were so disappointed. We called
So
out
we
all
want you to
sheriffs.
baptize-
All you need to do this. Every
deputize some
sheriff should be
people.
verifying
Let's
if
help
his elections in his county are integrous.
So I had a really good conversation with Doug Tripp, and he works for Mike Lindell and puts all the numbers.
Yeah.
You know Doug. And I said to Doug, I said, if we can get a sheriff committed to make an arrest, Doug said, Lewis, absolutely, you can find that sheriff.
I told Mike Lindell face to face we had sheriffs ready to go. I brought 10 sheriffs.
But you
what
need
do
the people too.
What do you need from us
Wait.
to give you? is what
I
I'm
brought
asking.
10 sheriffs. Mike Lindell asked me to bring 10 sheriffs to the Springfield, Missouri event. I did. After that, he was nothing. He wouldn't even take my call.
Not Mike. So let me ask you a question.
So we've been trying all over.
What do you need from us to make those arrests? You tell me what evidence do you need? And we've got a very large organization.
We are taking action. We want to support you guys.
Okay, we have people that have been canvassing in California. We've had them do it other places, and they take it to the sheriff, the signed affidavits or whatever of people that were contacted door to door, and then the sheriff passed it on to the state.
Okay.
Shame on the sheriff.
I'm asking you though.
That's California.
What would you say? Let's just get it coming. What do you need from us let's say I have a lot of investigators. Let's say we have the resources. What would you need from us to give to a sheriff, and he'll say, "This is what I need," because we will find it.
I used to think it was the canvassing, and I would still say that would be a good idea anywhere. You go door to door and you say, first of all, you have to check the voter list. Who voted, and you find out that there's 25 people who voted at that address. You go to did these all people vote here? They're going to go no.
Yeah.
And then you want them to sign an affidavit of that. If they refuse to sign the affidavit, you turn it in anyway. And you give that to the sheriff. These people refuse to sign the affidavit. But they had 25 people vote. That's what happened in basically in San
We
Juan.
understand it, but you would understand that that person's not the one going to get arrested.
No.
They're just saying, "Hey, I didn't vote." So what evidence?
They might get arrested, but
They may or
you
may
want
not.
the people who actually voted for that.
That's what I'm saying. So how would we? What do you need from us? Just supply.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and the sheriff should be able to take it from there.
Right.
What about
With actual numbers from the news machines compared side by side with the ballots?
If they'll let you count each ballot,
And
which they won't do.
Well, yes and no. I agree with you. What if we actually physically could get a hold of a ballot that was intentionally misized so it could be adjudicated and passed out? The evidence.
What if-
You're saying?
Well, you can determine evidence probably as good as I can.
Well,
but
we agree on
but again, we're trying to work together, right? So I believe that the key to this whole thing is the sheriff.
it is?
You know the key to the whole thing is the sheriff, right? So I think the missing link is the relationships that we, the people, and the sheriffs have together.
Yes.
And it's because we've been let down so much,
But
right?
if I do it, the sheriff's going to. But if you guys do it to your sheriff and there's bunches
Well,
of people.
that's
We don't have a sheriff. We can do that too. We got Penzo. You know he's bought and paid for.
Go to a neighboring county.
But this is what we're working on, and this is what remember your own.
You only said there's only one
And you
here.
can always take a defense of it.
You said that
Let
there's
him
only
tell you
one
to shove
here.
it.
Oh no, we will, and
Yeah.
we'll get them on film.
Yeah.
It's all about the documentation.
He's gone in January.
Yeah, and what's the replacement? You know what I mean?
The BOS is going to reappoint them, and the BOS is aware of the fact that at the last Board of Supervisors meeting, thank you, noticed that they voted twice. The Board of Supervisors hears all this and does nothing. And they're now going to appoint the new sheriff?
Yeah.
How convenient is that?
Yeah.
Well-
and the Republicans on there are doing the same.
Oh, you got that right. We know there's a rhino game.
Yeah.
There's nothing but a uniparty going on
We need
here.
to get away from the Republican Democrat
Yeah.
that's running this
Yeah,
state.
that's it.
And we know it. I appreciate your time.
Oh, no worries.
I'll
No
give you a
worries.
call.
Thank you.
Leslie, I didn't mean to interrupt your
That's
conversation.
all right.
So how'd you enjoy that? I think Lewis did a great job, didn't he? Really showing us what it looks like to hold their feet to the fire. Not in a very negative way, not calling names, not, like what a lot of protesters will do, that kind of thing. He didn't do that. But he did call them out, and really what we've been talking about for a very long time is like we see Sheriff MACK and Sheriff Lamb and others, they send out email after email after email to us, and what they do is they ask for money all the time. They're always asking for more money, more money, more money, more money. But we always look for, okay, what they're there to do. I don't mind giving money if they're actually doing something and they're showing up, right, for us. But I didn't see that happening. So that was really good, Lewis. Thank you for doing that. Great job. And we apologize again for the audio on that video clip. It was the best we could do with it. Sometimes you're in the field, you don't get the greatest audio. Not everyone wears a lapel mic when they record video. I get that. So it is what it is. Hey, I want to talk to you about Christmas. Christmas was here, and I'm just walking around, by the way, in front of the house here, and you can see, some of the sites we just sold, so we're moving away from this, but this is where we've been for the last few years, and you can see it's really, really, really nice. This is the front yard, literally the front yard. It's something like 50 acres, I think, in the front yard here. It's pretty large. The property is about 118 acres total. Anyway, we'll be here for another week, and then we move on to something else. And the weather's like perfect here right now today, so really enjoying it. So Christmas, I've got conversations I had with people who said they just weren't feeling it, right? They weren't feeling Christmas this year. They didn't feel very Christmassy. They didn't feel in the holiday spirit, if you will, right? All that kind of thing. And I get that. And my thinking here is that, well, if you didn't get into the holiday spirit, isn't it them who win, the other side? You know, the bad guys, the baddies, as Lewis likes to call them. Isn't it them that are winning? Think about it. If you're in a happy space and you're excited, which is what the holidays are, which is why the holiday time is always so much fun, because everyone seems to be in a very happy mood. Of course, there's drinking, and there's presents, and there's family, and there's friends and parties, and there's all kinds of cool stuff going on, right? So if you're in that space, are you more apt to manifest good things in your life or less? As opposed to being depressed, you know, you don't feel the holiday season, it's stressful, all the rest of that kind of thing, right? So you look at it and you say, well, if you didn't get out there and celebrate the holidays, didn't they win? I think they did. In a lot of respects, they did. So I did everything I could this year. You know, when I went to a store, always wish people Merry Christmas. That's the name of the holiday. It's Christmas. It's what it is. And you can say it, and it's okay. And it was so funny because I would say that, and people would turn to me, and they're like, wow, you too? Oh, great. Merry Christmas to you too. And they were almost like afraid to say it. Guys, you know, we can't be afraid. This is our heritage. This is our tradition. This is all the things that we've had all our lives, and they're trying to take it away from us. And you can't allow that to happen. So a couple of things I would suggest for you. You know, holidays aren't over yet. I know I'm recording this a little bit earlier than we're going to stream it, but it's on the same day. So, you know, this isn't pre-recorded that far in advance. So one of the things I would suggest to you is like get into the holiday spirit. You've got a couple of days left here, you know, New Year's coming, you know, do something fun for yourself. Get out there and get your vibration high, get your energy high, because that's going to make the biggest difference. Being scared, saying I'm not in the holiday mood, I don't want to do it, you know, things aren't right. Well, you know what? A lot of things aren't right in the world. We get that. Going through a tough period right now. We get it. But it doesn't mean you can't find joy, the things that really will lighten your day and brighten your day up. Because that's going to make the biggest difference. You can get your vibration up, you can get your energy up, you're going to manifest good things in your life, and better things are going to come. So I did everything I could this year. It's like I didn't care. No one around me is in the holiday mood. I didn't care. I had Christmas music playing every day. I was excited about it. I was doing my shopping. I was doing all the fun stuff, right? All the things that has been traditional. Now I know people say, oh, you know, the Christmas is satanic and this. Okay, enough with that nonsense, right? Christmas is whatever you make it to be. And for me, it's a happy time. It's a time where family gets together. It's a time where you're giving gifts, you're receiving gifts, you're taking a moment to be thankful, right? You make it what you want it to be. Nobody really cares or knows what you make it out to be. Just make it out to be whatever you want it to be. They can't take it away from us. They want to take it away from us. They want to take away rainbows. They want to take away everything. And I say, you know, Christmas is what you make of it. So is Monday. What? Monday. I have a very different perspective on Mondays than a lot of people. I love Mondays. And you say, well, why do you love Monday? You do all kinds of cool things. Right? So it's an opportunity day for me. I love Mondays, and there are people out there who hate Mondays. They have a different meaning. I don't care what their meaning is. My meaning is what I make it. So all these holidays, you know, your meaning of rainbow, let it be whatever it needs to be. It doesn't matter what other people think. Because we've got to let that go. We've got to let it go behind us, because it's not going to matter, right? They're going to take it all away from us if we let them. So we're going to be smart. We're not going to let that happen. What we're going to do is we're going to continue to move forward, and we're going to continue to do the things that we know bring us joy, because we've got to get our vibration high, especially as things get rougher and rougher as we go forward here. And I think we're in for some rough times ahead in 24. But I am not going to say that alone, because Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern, we have a Truthathon coming. Yep, a Truthathon. And boy, we've got some great guests. I was working on the list, and this is what I've been doing all week, is booking guests and working with my team, Denise Bliss-Phillips and Christine Geiger and Lisa and also Lewis. I think we've got so far, there's a few more we're going to add, and we've got some really big names, some people that you're really going to love to hear from. And what we're going to ask them basically is, okay, what are we in for in 24? What's the year going to look like? And they're going to give us their opinions, and we're going to learn from that. And I think what I want to do is I want to get to a point where, you know, we walk away from that event feeling inspired, feeling positive about what's to come. So it's a free event. You can come and just come to this channel, Screw Big Gov. It'll be on Renegade Media. It'll be on Unpopular Viewpoint. It'll be on a few other channels as well. But that's where you're going to be able to see it. And what we'll do is we're going to stream all day. and we're going to have guest after guest coming in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, you've been to Truthathon before, you know, it's like you never know what to expect. Some of these speakers just bring a lot of cool information out there. So make sure you have Saturday booked off, Saturday, December 30th, which is a day from now, right? Boy, I can't believe how fast it's going to be. It's going to be early for me, 8 a.m. in the morning. We're going to get started. I will have my coffee. I will be in good shape, and we'll have a lot of fun. All right, so that's it for today. We're just going to share that interaction with Sheriff Mack with you, and also tell you about upcoming Truthathon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you're going to be there, and please share it with your friends and followers. That helps us a lot with the algorithm, helps us gain more followers and more viewers, because we want to change the world. We've got to do it. We've got to reach as many people as possible, and with your help, we're doing a great job with that. So with that, thank you so much for watching. And we will see you. I think we're going to do a show tomorrow. I think there's something coming tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what yet. I got to talk to the team, but certainly we'll see you Saturday morning for the Truthathon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.